What's going on, guys? It's James The Yorkshire Modeller back with you again. We now have issue 9 of the Hachette build of the RMS Titanic, and in this one we're joining the two halves of the bow together. So yeah, just quick heads up, if you didn't watch the last video, where have you been? But yeah, so issue 9, we have a floating hotel is the Giant of the Seas article, which is basically what the Titanic was. First, second and third class, plus all the cabins for the crew as well. Little kind of blueprint there, plan of the first class accommodation. That was spread over the A, B, C and D decks, I believe. I think D deck had half first class, half second class, and then decks below that had second and third class passengers. The talkies giving the Titanic a voice. Obviously, when the Titanic sank in 1912, movies were just starting to become a thing. There wasn't a lot of necessarily movies out there, and there were a lot of there was a lot of kind of silent. I think they're all silent movies. It was in the 20s when movies became talkies, and then obviously we end up with Avengers Endgame. So then it's the attraction of Turkish culture. So, you know, the Turkish baths and things like that. There was an entry fee for it. I think it was 4 shillings, was it? Yep, 4 shillings. Equivalent to 16 quid in today's money. The more you know. And then we go on to assembling the bow. So we do get a few cleats as well. So 9A, B, C, D, E and F are cleats, which we don't do anything with in this issue. Then you've got the spacer A and B, the joining panel, starboard top strip of the forecastle deck, 7 PM screws, GM screws, and 12 AM screws. Those are the ones that we are going to be using in this issue. So, first of all, let's attach that supporting panel onto the bit of the hull that we've not really done much with yet, and then put this beast together. So guys, we've got the hull panel, or panels, and with this, the supporting bracket here, this kind of bit at the bottom, this flat bit, does have to go facing the keel. So just plug that in like that. Make sure it's all connected all the way down. Yes, it is. And then we attach this on. Fix the panel in place with 5 AM screws. So, bring these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AM screws. And let's just screw this bad boy together. Now, the 5 AM screws run up where my finger is here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right down by the keel there. So, starting at the top. So, that is all those screws all in on there. So next we attach the top strip, which is basically the same thing that we did in the previous issue. Because there's no supporting brackets anywhere kind of around here though, this one will just get screwed straight onto the metal at the top. And let's get this all lined up here, like that. Go. And then this gets screwed in place with 2 AM screws. 2 of these bad boys. Get this bit done. So that's that top strip attached. It doesn't half look good, doesn't it? Oh, loving this build. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So, now this is the side of the hull that we do the spacers with. So take the 2 spacers, 9G and 9H. Note that 9G is a shorter spacer. Fit the thin end of the spacer in the socket on the side of the hull, 6A circled in white. So this is the shorter of the 2 spacers, and you can see there's that little kind of cut out groove there. Now this will go into this hole up at the top. Oops, let me get that a bit closer. This hole here up at the top. near where the anchor chains are going to go. That one goes in there. And then the other one will go in the hole that is a little bit further back. So it'll go into that hole just there. That just fits in snugly by the feel of it. There we go. A little bit of paint in mine, so I've just had to push that down with the back of another screwdriver. So that's that done. That's the spacers attached. Now, take the port and starboard sections of the hull, check how they fit together so that the bow edges of the assemblies are aligned. Take care to ensure that the spacers remain in the positions as you fit the assemblies together. Turn the assembly so that you can access the screw holes in the starboard side of the hull fixed in place with 4 AM screws. So I've got my 4 AM screws here. I'll just get these bits lined up. That. Everything's lining up nicely. So then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start again at the top. You've got one screw hole that is kind of next to the bow front. Do that up almost all the way. Then I'm going to go down to the screw hole right at the bottom, which is just down here. I'm going to tighten that one up pretty much all the way as well. Next I'm going to do the one in the middle. Nearly all the way. And then I'm going to do the third one there. So that's one, and now I'm just going to go around all the screws and just tighten them up. This bit doesn't really matter what sort of order you do it in, just so long as all the screws are nice and tight, so you don't have any panel gaps, which I don't have. That's what you end up with. A razor's edge. So, give you an idea. Love it. And then this will just slot into here like that. So then you've got somewhere to rest it while you're building the rest of this amazing model. Now, issue 10, we get a keel section and screws plus cylinder heads and valves for the engine. So, we've got those just down in there. So guys, that is issue 9 all done. So, please remember to like, share and subscribe to The Yorkshire Modeller for more weekly model building geekiness, and I'll see you in the next video for issue 10, which will be up very, very soon. Next week, in fact. So, until then, happy modelling, stay safe. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. You can click on the link on the left for this model's playlist. You can click on the link on the right for the YouTube recommends, or you can click on the link in the centre to subscribe to The Yorkshire Modeller. I'll see you next time, guys.